Welcome back. All Progressive Congress in Rivers State has set up a panel of inquiry to investigate the bombing of the party secretariat that took place on the eve of the October 5th local government election in Rivers State. Our correspondent completes the report.
The just concluded October 5th local government election in Rivers State was surrounded by controversies emanating from court orders from Federal High Court stopping INEC from releasing electoral material to RISIC. Also, a court order barring RISIC from going ahead with the poll. There was also a court order stopping the Nigerian Police Force and other security agencies from participating in the election. But the RISIC and the Rivers State government ignored these court orders and went ahead with the election. Recall that before the October 5th local government election, hoodlums had invaded the APC state secretariat at Aba Road in Port Harcourt with explosive and destroyed parts of the building and other valuable properties. However, the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State has resolved to set up a panel of inquiry to investigate the bombing of the party secretariat that took place on the eve of the local government election in Rivers State. State chairman of the party, Sir Tony Okocha, stressed that setting up the panel became necessary because the Rivers State Governor Fubara has failed to realize that good governance involves the protection of lives and properties of the citizens, having failed also to investigate the bombing attack of its party secretariat and the pulling down of the Rivers State House of Assembly quarters.
The Rivers State Police Command has been alerted to two explosions that rocked the city of Port Harcourt today, Saturday, October 5th, 2024. The first explosion was reported at the APC Secretariat. Not the one that the first explosion was reported at the APC Secretariat on Aba Road at approximately 3:00 p.m. A security guard reported hearing a loud bang, and upon investigation, observed three black Toyota Hilux Rams speeding away from the scene. The explosion caused significant damage, destroying the gates and shattering the windows of the building of the All Progressive Congress area. Additionally, the security building was set ablaze. I'm not the owner of it. The chairman of the panel, coincidentally, is the legal advisor of the party in this case. He is Barrister Kelechi Oz. Others are Barrister Bethel Lily Samson. About this place, Barrister Rex Wo. Barrister Danity.
Barrister Elechi Wezo, chairman of the panel. Barrister Bethel Philip Sampson, secretary. Barrister Darlington DK, member. Barrister Rex Mwogo, member. Honorable Abibo Tami, member. Honorable Dr. Teresa Chima, member. Engineer Dr. Eunice Jam, member. Prince A. Obene JP, member. Ambassador Vincent Bosse, member. The APC in Rivers State also took a swipe to commend efforts of President Bola Tinubu in returning Nigeria to her Eldorado following his business summits, visits and partnership with some foreign countries, adding that the strategy of the president is beginning to yield positive results. The party also commended President Bola Tinubu for the up and running of the Port Harcourt refinery and moves to revive the Warri and other refineries in Nigeria, calling on Nigerians to be patient with the presidents.
They are also given a massive order to the refineries in Warri and Kaduna. And the second phase of the Port Harcourt refinery. see that the team, the season brings some joy.
Ajurunwa Samuel, ATM News, Port Harcourt.
Moving on, Princess Mrs. Asime George Sekibo on December 7th celebrated her 60th special birthday together with associates, friends, relations and well-wishers in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. There is more to this report.
Princess Mrs. Asime George Sekibo on December 7th celebrated her 60th special birthday anniversary, together with associates, friends, relations and well-wishers in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. Speaking at the event, the chairman of the occasion and chief of Amafina Volcano Housing and Bemeberi Nokreka, Chief Harold Orakwe, said 60 years ago, Princess Mrs. Asime George Sekibo was born into the family of Amafina Volcano House, where she grew up and became a shining light to the world. Chief Harold commended Chief Senator Thompson George Sekibo for being faithful in his marriage and for showing exemplary way of life for younger generations to emulate and keep a happy married life.
About 60 years ago, a beautiful, healthy, and energetic girl was born into Amafina Volcano House in the Bemeberi of Kreka. And since then, she has been a star. Thank you all for being here to celebrate our amiable daughter, sister, wife, and mother, Chief Mrs. Princess Asime George Sekibo's sister's birthday.
In their goodwill messages, Barrister Precious George Sekibo, on behalf of the children of the senator and his wife, described their mother as a model of modern-day happy married life and care, despite the challenges.
It's a great pleasure to have every one of you here to celebrate with our mother. We're very grateful and we thank you so much for it. Now, to talk about my mother, we've agreed. I want to give you a story about something that happened about 2 decades ago, about 20 years ago in Rivers State. At that point, there was some political crisis in Rivers State, and for some reason, 2 of my brothers decided to go out to a club. And the best club they chose to go to was opposite my father's opponent's house. So in GRA. So when I discovered that my brothers were in the club, they came up. At that point, there were a lot of boys' group. I'm sure some of you will understand what I mean. And this boys' group, they took over the club to kidnap my brothers. Information given to my parents, and while my father was in the safety of the house, trying to coordinate their rescue using the police officers, DSS, and etc., my mother, for some reason, drove down to the club. She went to clap. She drove down to the club to rescue my brothers.
Associates and friends to Princess Mrs. Asime George Sekibo, including Pastor Ike Hippolyte and Madam Elsie Ben, described the celebrant as a prayerful and faithful Christian who is committed to the will of God.
And one of the things every one of us know about the celebrant is that she's a woman with a heart of gold. Her simplicity cannot be quoted or mentioned. She's so humble to a fault. The things she accommodates, the things she receives, the things she accepts. Not every one of us that can have that kind of heart. Even in her relationship with people, you wouldn't even know she's the wife of a sitting senator, a family senator then. Each time you see her, she flows with everyone.
And I want to thank God for making me to have this opportunity to see a friend like this. Princess Asime is a very nice person. She's a kind person. He's not a proud type. I'm a wife of a senator, you can't even touch their clothes. But, sister, you are blessed.
Senator Olakawogu and Senator Magnus Abe also described the 60th special birthday celebration as a huge success.
And that is why today we have all come to share this moment of glory with her, that she's having the days of our life encased in beauty, in blessings, in happiness, in peace, and in joy. And she's a wonderful person. We eat in her house. She's our host in Abuja. And she's also our host.
Having said that, Madam, happy birthday. I can see why you will never grow old. Even at 90, you still be looking like a university student. The reason is clear. You have the love, you have the support, not just of your family, but of Almighty God.
On his part, Chief Senator Thompson George Sekebo described the 43 years of marriage as a huge success and thanked God for his goodness towards the family.
This woman has been a very patient woman. Like I said in the chapel in the morning, if you see a wife with 3-4 men talking with her on a daily basis, he will not agree. But my wife will see me with 5 women, 10 women on a daily basis, always talking with me in this house, any house we live. She's been very, very patient with me. And part of my success in politics is because of her patience. If you are not patient and she's making trouble and trouble and trouble, I cannot go further.
Princess Asime George Sekebo, while expressing joy and happiness, said, despite the challenges, God answered our prayers to build a happy home.
All these years, and I always tell people that marriage is not bed of roses. But I give glory to the Almighty God, because God has created we women to be a good shop and servants. The shop we can take, the men cannot take even an inch. That's how God created us. So I also thank my wonderful children for joining my husband to organize the 60th birthday to the glory of God. I just want to say, I love you all. I cherish you all for coming to celebrate with me.
George Kingsley Papamia, ATN Television, Port Harcourt.
In an effort to reshape the public and global perception of Nigerians' national security, media practitioners have been urged to put the country's national interest above personal, emotional and sentimental values. The unanimous decision was reached at the end of a roundtable discussion with National Counter-Terrorism Center under the Office of the National Security Advisors and media professionals in Abuja. Speaking at the event, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, said negative media projection of Nigerians' national interest has a detrimental effect playing out now, preventing investors into the economy, adding that it is important for journalists to take responsibility for reporting with accuracy, fairness and sensitivity in an environment that often breeds misinformation and heightened emotions.
We will also need to advocate for sustainable practices through reporting on innovative practices in defense, as well as using available data to tell the stories as evidence-based outcomes allows a more informed public discourse. These options will engender trust and cooperation between the military, civil society and other stakeholders and enhance contextual and understanding of local dynamics for enhanced social cohesion and effective collaboration. You must love a place to protect that area. You must love your country for your country to thrive. If we put anything ahead of our country, then we're not getting it right. Most times we look at money. Everybody is after money. And so we downgrade your country just because you think you are making money, not knowing that you are equally, unintentionally also killing yourself. Because if the country goes down, you are also going down with it. And without a stable country, you can't be even there to practice. So I think that's one key area that we really, really need to look at, that we must love our country. And it's when you love your country, you can protect it.
The coordinator, National Counter-Terrorism Center, Major General Adamu Gabalaka, said there was need for a balance between reporting and national interest, adding that it is crucial to shape public and global perception on policy and critical issues on national security.
The objective of this roundtable discussion with you is to foster an open and insightful exchange of ideas. By sharing your experiences, observations, and challenges, together we aim to enhance collective understanding of the dynamism of terrorism and its evolving tactics, discover the ethical considerations of reporting on such sensitive issues, identify opportunities for collaboration between journalists, security experts, and policymakers, and harvest thoughts for the development of a national strategic communication plan and protocols for the gathering and distribution of news on terrorism and violent extremism, with the hope of stemming threats to our national security and interest.
And that before he came to Nigeria, the stories about Nigeria, about security, he was reading. And the security report, the diplomatic cables that always flow from Nigeria. Anybody will be scared to want to come to Nigeria. But when he got here, he saw that the country is not anywhere the Armageddon that our media has projected it to be. So this event is very important, and it will help us to know when we are doing our job as journalists, as reporters, reporting, all we do. Of course, they say journalism is history written in a hurry because we only have deadlines to meet. We need to know the place of national interest.
The aim of the gathering is to enhance collective understanding of the dynamics of terrorism and its evolving tactics, discover the ethical consideration of reporting of such sensitive issues, and identity opportunities for collaboration between security experts and policymakers for national communication plan. And that's the size of the package. Thanks for joining us. I am Nwankwo Mary Jane. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, Twitter at Atlantic TV Net, Facebook and YouTube at Atlantic Television Network, Instagram at Atlantic TV Network. Remember, peace and unity are the pathways to progress.